Hello Starcraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Carotte and KizOo on Terraform, the latter edition. In the bottom right of Terraform, the latter edition, we have the red Terran player who went random. It's carotte, which is French for carrot, according to a comment in the last video. And in the top left of Terraform, the latter edition, we have the blue Protoss player. It is KizOo, like a kazoo, but just different, I suppose. Okay, so a TVP on Terraform, the latter edition. This was submitted to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. You too can submit emails and replays to that address, and I will get them past my screener Squeaks. He'll check them out and send me the very best to cast on my channel. If they're interesting or fun or super high level, send them on in. We'll make that happen. I'd also like to announce the return, or the implementation, rather, of Bronze League Heroes on my channel. I don't think I'll call it that just because I think Husky has an unofficial trademark on that phrase. But if you have super low B, bronze, silver level replays that you want me to cast that are fun in some way or do something weird or wacky, send them on in. We'll take a look at them and you might get it cast. I'll probably do them on Friday nights. A third cast on Fridays for those of you who want more casts. It's kind of a compromise for you. I can't do 3 a day, but I can definitely handle 1 extra cast per week. So we'll do that and see how it goes. But yeah, so pretty exciting stuff all the way around. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm really excited about my 2,000 plus subscribers. I didn't think I would ever get to that point on my channel, or if I did, I thought it would take a lot longer. So I appreciate the growth. I get comments all the time, people saying, how come you don't have more subscribers? I like your stuff. And I'm like, I appreciate the comment. I am flattered that you like my stuff, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you search LOTV or Legacy of the Void on YouTube, the first things that pop up are my casts. So if you're looking for StarCraft replays of the beta on YouTube, you're going to see me. So I don't know what else to do, really. Maybe pay for some advertising, but those of you who shared my videos on Reddit and Team Liquid and Facebook and Twitter and things have really helped a lot. So hitting that like button is also super useful. But anyway, back to the actual StarCraft that is happening here. Enough about me. What about these guys? Probes checking for a command center. There is not one. There's not even one in production right now for carotte. So a 1-base play, perhaps? KizOo is saying that kind of worries me, because if like a +1 + stim attack shows up at my front door, I might not be ready for it. Adepts are there. Although Photon Overcharge might really change the dynamic, right? It used to be a 1-base +1 stim timing from Terran was super dangerous against Protoss, but if the Mothership Core, and the Marines end up getting that probe, if the Mothership Core has the ability to Photon Overcharge 2 or 3 pylons when that attack shows up, I feel like Protoss might be able to handle it. Is this an all-in? carotte bringing all the SCVs with him on this battle. I mean, all right. Marine SCV all in. Oh, bunker being constructed at the front door. That's never going to happen. What on earth, carotte? That was a blatant gutsy bunker. Ended up getting canceled anyway, but geez. Is he going to attack? I mean, he has to. He brought all these SCVs. It's going to happen. Here come the Marines. Here come the SCVs. Here at the 3-minute mark. And the Adept. Mothership Core does get killed first, but there is the Photon Overcharge. It's enough to make carotte back out. The longer he's backed out, the worse this is for him. He needs to get in there and start killing stuff, but he can't. Another pylon has made another Mothership Core being chrono boosted out, and she comes with the ability to chrono boost 2 times. So Terran player needs to make something happen right now. He is going to go after these pylons. He's not really worrying about the Adepts too much. And there's the Mothership Core popping right out once again, focusing on the Adepts now are these Marines, but there's the Photon Overcharge once again. Marines taking shots, 30 damage per shot. They're getting on the high ground here and trying to kill yet another Mothership Core. Can they get it? I think they can as long as they all attack, but oh, another Photon Overcharge misses. It misses there. Oh, the Marines are out of the range. Probes are being forced to pull off the line here. More and more Marines are being made here. This is a very, very aggressive build here from carotte. And yep, here they come. Marines, once again, they want to kill this pylon. Another Photon Overcharge. Mothership Core won't have enough for another one for just a couple minutes here. So carotte, if he can wait for this to expire and then push on in, he might be in a really good spot here indeed. Production tab shows carotte is continuing to make Marines off of non-add-on barracks here. This is a crazy play. Indeed here. Immortal shows up. Adept shows up. But this is a lot of Marines actually getting that pylon, going after the Immortal, killing the Adept. They managed to get her, getting the Mothership Core once again, killing probes. Very, very important in this particular position. He only has 13 workers. Every probe that he can kill evens this out. But Adepts are just so good against Marines. They do 23 damage versus light, which means they two-shot Marines, a weapon speed of 1.61. Well, compared to a 0.61. It's fairly slow compared to Marines, but that's okay. Again, the Adepts are slowly whittling away at the Marines, but there's so much DPS from these Marines. All the Adepts are gone. Another pylon ends up dead. Another photon overcharge available because the Mothership Core has popped out. Once again, more probes getting destroyed. The Immortal doesn't want to get in here. You don't want to deal with this. No, the Immortal gets focused down by the Marines as well. Oh, picked up. Picked up by the Warp Prism at the last possible second there. Well played indeed. Continual Marine production out here from Carotte. He wants to make this work. He's going to go one base Marine against you all the live long day. I honestly don't know why KizOo went for Immortals there. Immortals are super bad against Marines. I think just pure Adept play is the answer here. Maybe some cannons as well. Here comes the Marine Ball. Another Mothership Core ends up dead. That's the third one so far in this game, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy talk. The pylons are useless for photon overcharges anymore. The Marines are standing outside, and are they going home? No, Carotte, you're on one base. You have 19 Harvesters to KizOo's 31. Now you're just expanding, but it's too late. I think it's too late. I think he needed to win with that Marine push. We'll have to see if he can come back and get a victory nonetheless, but it really does not look good at this point for Carotte. All right, we're going to take a look at that anyway here. Let's see here. Terraform the Ladder Edition. Let's take a look at the resources lost. 2,000 minerals and 475 gas have been lost for KizOo. 1,700 minerals and no gas have been lost for Carotte. So, I don't know. He did okay, but again, probes lost 15. 5 SCVs died during that attack. It's 35 to 22 total harvesters. KizOo is up there somewhere. I don't know what to say about this game anymore. This is crazy. Oh, the positioning of the Marines is so good. What is this? Double Immortal? Why would you do double Immortal drop? Nope. That's why, because all your pieces fell in the water. Excellent handle there, Carotte. Is he? This might be something to submit to Element Feeney's caught on tape kind of thing there. Oh, scan the observer, taking that down as well. Just amazing positioning from these Marines. What is he transitioning into, though? Getting combat shield, getting stim, and more Marines. When in doubt, continue to make Marines. A disruptor would be incredible here. He's continuing to make Immortals, though. Again, Immortals, for those of you who don't know, are just terrible against Marines. Marines do so much damage against them. They don't get any bonuses against Marines because they're not armored. So 20 damage per shot, weapon suit of 1.04. So it takes them how many shots to kill a Marine? 1, 2, 3 shots to kill a Marine from an Immortal at 1 second per shot. Not great. Not ideal. Immortal Stalkers are much better against Marines. I guess just because they're cheaper. They're more cost effective that way. Probe heading on out. There's a pylon here for KizOo as well, looking to be aggressive of his own volition. Combat shield just about 60% complete. There's a factory here at the 8-minute and 29-second mark. That is an eternity in Starcraft 2 time. But anyway, the factory is on the way. Blink is being researched by KizOo as well. Looks like KizOo is positioning himself to take another base. Throwing some pylons up here for defense, and then probably a Nexus is on the way at the same time, saving up the minerals. It looks like about 300 available. And is there going to be 400? Yes, there is. Boom! 400 minerals. There's the base for KizOo. 3 base Protoss against 2 base Terran, who is going basically all the Marines on planet Earth. Oh, a Marauder. A Marauder to mix things up. Another one popping out of the barracks as well. Some Marine Marauder here. Factory, I think, is going to make Widow Mines with that reactor, I have to imagine. Once again, Terrans don't seem so hot on the Legacy of the Void units in this beta, but perhaps they will learn when this goes retail. That's the other thing. If you're watching this, it's probably going to be during the time after the beta has ended and before retail has actually begun. And so it's kind of a dead time. And I looked at the calendar and said, that's a week where I won't have access to the game, which means I won't be able to cast replays, which means my subscribers will go without Legacy of the Void. But guess what? I love you so much. I am casting right now at 1:48 in the morning to get up a buffer of enough replays to where you don't miss anything. Anyway, Marines stim on in here, get a full surround on these units. Oh man, force fields were not that good. Immortals as well, trying to kill what they can, but again, Marines are so super good against Immortals. Adepts slowly whittling down to this Marine count here. The Sentry is doing a lot better than I expected as well. All that's left here is a few Marines, and they are getting burned down by Sentries of all things. Immortals as well, standing in there, 5 kills, 6 kills. All the SCVs trying to get pulled off here. Get a surround on these units, and do they get a surround? They do! They get a surround on the Immortals and a bunch of these Sentries as well. SCVs are dying left and right, but it is actually enough to kill everything here for the Protoss army. That was crazy. That was crazy go nuts. Anyway, to finish my thought, you will not miss any of your twice daily Legacy of the Void uploads because I love you. I'd love to give you a hug if I could. And I appreciate all that you do for me and the support that you give. Aw, isn't that nice? Don't you feel all warm and fuzzy now? Pylons in interesting places. I'm guessing these are just scouting pylons for KizOo, just making sure Terrans and sneaking armies along the north side or the south side of the map. Observer comes in and immediately gets burned down by a missile turret. KizOo needs to take better care of his units, I think. Could really stand to improve on that particular aspect of his game. Oh, extended thermal lance. Colossus? Yeah, Colossus against Marines. I like that. Can KizOo make this work? The Immortals were a mistake. I really don't think Immortal was the answer to all the Marines that KizOo was seeing, but Colossus a much better choice, I would have to say. Disruptors would be good too. Disruptors one-shot balls of Marines like they're not even there. They even one-shot Marauders, who are pretty hefty units. 155 damage per Purification Nova means Marauders are in a terrible, terrible spot if they get hit by one of those indeed. So 3 bases up are up for KizOo. It is 49 to 35 total harvesters, 4,700 minerals lost, 2,100 gas for KizOo, 4,300 minerals lost, and 50 gas for carotte. Again, I don't know where that 50 gas was. I guess a Marauder or 2 died, I guess, in that last attack. Here comes the drop from carotte. He's going to try to make this work. He's double-pronged dropping. Oh, carotte, I like this so much. Pylon scouts this one out. Oh, instead dropping to kill the scouting pylon. You jerk pylon, how dare you see where we're going? And catching that probe as well. Boosh. And the pylon does die. But what that did is tell KizOo there are drops coming, and his response is to move out. I don't know how I feel about this. Where's the Mothership Core? Mothership Core defending this base. Again, dropping, killing another pylon because, hey, if there's one thing Terran players hate, it is pylons. Here are 2 medevacs full of Marines and Marauders trying to come up here, boosting into the 3rd base. Oh, Mothership Core is leaving. Mothership Core is leaving. Why? No, leaving. There's a single cannon here. There's not enough to defend against this drop. Pushing right on in our Stalkers, Immortals, Sentries, Colossus. The Colossus doing wide swaths of damage all over the bunkers. The bunkers are falling. The Immortals burning down buildings. The Marines are no match here, but the drop here from the Terran in the 3rd base is devastating. The cannon dies immediately. The probes evacuate immediately. Marines and Marauders stim forward, though. They want to kill this Colossus with 3 kills, and they're going after the Immortal and the Stalkers as well. There are just a few units left here running away, allowing the Colossus to live. This Nexus is definitely going to fall, though. Marines and Marauders make quick work of it. And KizOo only has 43 workers left compared to 35 for carotte. Carotte might actually win this thing, but oh boy. 2 Colossus are here just completely destroying all those Marines. Marauders doing a little bit better with it, but boy, howdy. Any Stalkers to kill this? Nope, no Stalkers available to kill that medevac. Marauder killing yet another pylon here. Does get taken down by the responding Protoss forces. Dropping again a single Marauder to kill a pylon. Hey, he says, why'd you leave me here? Boom, gets destroyed. Throwing down a command center to expand in the bottom of Terraform. That is interesting. I don't know I've ever seen a Terran player take their 3rd base down there. It's usually like here, or if you're crazy, it's here. But at the south is a little bit nuts. Anywho, another pylon is going to die here. 2 Marines and Marauders. Any upgrades on these guys? No, just the combat shield and the stim. No actual engineering bay upgrades, because why not? Who needs those? You're Terran. So here comes the push. Stalker, Colossus. A pretty good composition against what we're seeing here. The number of Marauders is going to make the difference, though. A lot of Marines, though. Not super great against this many Colossus. They do 14 damage, 2 attacks. So, oh boy. 28 damage per swipe. a range of 9, which makes them very, very hard to kill that way as well. Have the same amount of range they had in Heart of the Swarm. It's just they do less damage than they used to. They're not the almighty like Mars attacks or War of the Worlds gods they used to be. Here it is again, Colossus trying to get rid of all of these Marines and doing a fairly good job of it, but there are Vikings in the air as well, trying to focus down the Colossus before all the ground army is gone, but I think it's too late. The ground army is completely gone. The Vikings trying to kill the Colossus. They get all of them but a single one. The Stalkers are chasing away here, and all the Vikings are gone. The Protoss army's at the front door. It's not as big, I don't think, as KizOo would like it to be, but this is pretty much it. The bunker falls. There's a single Widowmine here. It's going to try to get a kill. Maybe get a sentry. No, instead does get destroyed. There are 2 observers with this army. Viking count up to 2. Right now they're trying to get that Colossus. The Stalkers need to focus it down. SCVs pull off the line once again to kill a Colossus. How often do you see that? And they get it in conjunction with the Vikings. They do manage to get it here. More Stalkers show up though, just laying waste to all the SCVs that are available for Carotte at this point, and doing a pretty good job microing here. Good blink as well, taking down Medivacs, focusing those down. The Marauders as well are a problem, but I think this is enough Stalkers possibly to handle it. But the SCV is doing a lot more damage than I expected. Oh my goodness, the Stalker Ball does get whittled down to essentially 1.1. 1 hit point left on that Stalker. A lot of my casts recently have had units with 1 hit point, right? That's crazy. One total hit point. A 4th base being planted by KizOo, replacing the Nexus here. This base is up and running for Carotte. It is unknown, however, to the Protoss army. He does not know this is here. But holy smokes, how did this turn into a macro type game? I really don't know. Somehow, Carotte is still alive. 46 to 21 total harvesters in favor of the Terran player. Widowmine here to kill stuff. SCV here to scout out potential Warp Prism harassment, I suppose. This is essentially mined out. This is not mined out too badly. It's definitely taken some hits there. Orbital Command mule usage has been good for Carotte at this point. 10,800 minerals have been lost for KizOo, 4,900 gas. 11,400 minerals lost for Carotte, and 1,500 gas for the Terran player. What is the composition here? Ah, Archons. I like Archons. 43 damage versus biological with +2 attack. Marines and Marauders are both biological, so they should tear through this composition fairly easily. Carotte, once again, in a little bit of trouble here. I don't know how this is going to work out. Oh, KizOo scouts out the Orbital Command, scouts out the secret hidden base where there are mules, and there are SCVs coming to defend, though, is Carotte. He wants to save this base, if at all humanly possible. A bunker is being constructed, but the Stalkers and the Archons show up. All the mules evacuate, and here comes the Marine Marauder composition with a Colossus. The Zealot taking shots. There's a lot of Marauders here, though. Surprising number of Marauders. They have Stim as well. The Archon gets focused on down and going after the Colossus. Good micro here from KizOo, keeping it alive. The Archons are just doing huge, huge balls of damage here, but falling as well. Another Archon does end up dead. All that's left is now Stalker Colossus. Not as good as the Archons here blinking forward, trying to ensure this army dies. It might have backfired just a little bit for KizOo. And the tables are turned. Carotte chasing on in, gets the Colossus, gets the pylons. These Stalkers are forced to retreat with their lives. Carotte does save his base. He lifted it off, but it's alive indeed. The mule even attacking this pylon, because why not? Timing out, though, is this mule. And poor thing. So still on 2 base is Carotte. 12 SCVs available. 3 of them are idle. This base is going to be planted here now, I guess. Officially 2 bases. KizOo with 49 harvesters. Is he oversaturated somewheres? He is. He's super oversaturated right here. Got to move the workers over here, man. It'll help you a lot. It'll help your income so very, very much. Where is his attention right now? Protoss, what are you looking at? He's looking at his army.
Vespine Geyser exhausted.
He's checking other stuff.
Vespine Geyser exhausted.
Did he just transfer workers over there? Look, there it is. I think he saw it. Oh, no. Did you see it? Yes, he did see it. All right, these guys too need to get on the heck on over there. It's 50 to 12 total harvesters, 95 to 74 supply. The army looking okay for Karat. Still no upgrades at all. Just Marines, Marauders, and Medevacs pushing out across the map. Marines. SCVs. The third base is up for Karat here as well. Colossus with +2 attack. Once again, does 14 damage per swipe. And is this going to turn into a base race? Could this actually be a base race? Ladies and gentlemen, the army out of position for Karat to deal with this attack from the south by KizOo. He's going to lose this command center. I really don't think he can save it at all. Here comes the Protoss army. And yes, the command center dies immediately. All the workers here die as well. Karat says, you know what, I'm going for it. Stims right on in, goes for the second base here. The army's catching reinforcements though. I like this. Stopping the Terran train. And what's going home? A few stalkers? A few adepts? Are you all going home? Killing this base actually might have been the death knell for Karat. So perhaps killing this army is what he thinks he needs to do to win. And I can't necessarily disagree with him at this point, but the Terran army is in the main base. Killing pylons, killing infrastructure, killing gateways. For KizOo, he is greatly hampered in his ability to create more units. Replacing gateways somewhere else. Down here it looks like he's getting that production ability. And he has the high ground. He has the high ground against these zealots, these Templar. Do they even have Storm? Oh, those are Adepts rather, not Templar. Alright, coming on in. And kind of stuck here on the ramp here are the Archons. They can't really attack, and that's it! KizOo leaves the game in a rage. Karat is somehow, some way victorious despite only having 8 SCVs at the end of the game compared to 48 for KizOo. So definitely some mistakes made here from the Protoss player, but Karat kept up the pressure, did a good job microing with his units when he could. He lost a lot of stuff but didn't give up. Never surrendered and won the game, going random and getting Terran against a Protoss player. Just amazing, fantastic play from him. I wish we could have seen more Legacy of the Void units, but hey, you can't win them all. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. If you like what you saw and heard today, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe to catch daily Legacy of the Void casts. You can also catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Wow.